If you own a property and have a second mortgage on it, and if you want to keep this property and get rid of the second loan, attorney Shaw Parali can help. Call 510-742-5887. Due to the uncertain economy, many people have settled their debts for a fraction of its value. It's recommended to use an experienced lawyer to deal with it. Shaw Parali is an experienced debt settlement attorney and has handled hundreds of such cases successfully. There are no upfront fees for debt settlement. Only when you win, you pay. Call Shaw Parali, attorney at law, at 510-742-5887 or visit yourdebtsettlementattorney.com for a free assessment. This is just an advertisement. No attorney-client relationship is established by this ad. The law does not guarantee success. Call 510-742-5887.
The new novel, The Immigration Lawyer Asylum, has something for everyone: drama and romance. The story is inspired by a true story about a man from Iraq who is a suspected terrorist and wrongfully held by the U.S. immigration. The story is centered on the immigration lawyer, Sarah, who handles the case and describes the entire immigration process to obtain his freedom. The story goes in great depth on filing immigration petitions. If you're a reader who wants to curl up with a book about immigration matters and human rights, visit Amazon.com to buy. Visit www.splgpc.com. Call 510-742-5887.
Beerables Inc. is an e-solutions company that provides custom web design, web application development, and internet marketing services to individuals and businesses. They can build powerful e-commerce sites, mobile apps, develop content, and market you on social media. They can help manage your brand's reputation and provide rock-solid customer support. Call today at 1-800-651-6091 or email us at info@beerables.com for a free consultation today. Again, the number is 1-800-651-6091.
The Shaw Purely Law Group and IMI Law Help Inc. are proud to announce the release of the Immigration Law Podcast on iTunes, Google Play, TuneIn, and other renowned podcast channels. Immigration Law Podcast was designed to provide the audience with information on various U.S. immigration issues. The podcasts are unique because they are presented by the prominent attorney, Shaw Purely, covering topics such as B-1, B-2 visas, visitor and business visas, H-1B visas, L-1 visas, O visas, EB-1 visas, student visas, perm labor certifications, national interest waivers, NIW, green cards, and citizenship. Although educational in nature, the podcasts provide a rare insight on immigration news and politics from an experienced lawyer's perspective. Immigration Law Podcasts, a unique perspective on immigration law. Download them from iTunes or Google Play. For more information, visit attorneyonair.com or call 510-742-5887. This is just an advertisement. No attorney-client relationship is created by this ad.
And now, from the San Francisco Bay Area studios, KLOK proudly presents to you the prominent attorney Shaw Parali for the Shaw Parali Law Show, coming at you with over 50,000 watts of power. The Shaw Parali Law Show, where all your views matter.
Hello everybody. Assalamualaikum, Sastikan, Namaskar to all the listeners. We already have callers, but before we start, I just wanted to say thank you. I think Franco is on the board with me today, and I wanted to say thank you to the KLOK team for always being there for us. And I'm going to talk a little bit about a few issues that is happening right now. And before I start the show, basically, the show is started, but I'm going to talk about some news. One of them, of course, is enforcement of immigration. It's getting really, really strong, and it seems like half of the federal arrests that are going on right now are situations of people who are at the border, undocumented, etc. So this is something we have to take into we have to take notice of, because this means that next there will be other crackdown on immigration. So we need to be ready. We were expecting it, but it's moving at its own pace, so we have to be ready and be careful, especially for people traveling. So anything I'm telling you today, ladies and gentlemen, is for educational purposes only. You should not act or refrain to act solely on the information provided. You should contact an attorney if you have any questions. So, and I think we have some um, some callers right now. Just bear with me a little bit, and then I will take the callers. The number to the studio today is 408-912-5565, and if you want to call our office, 510-742-5887. I apologize. I just got a call. So I wanted to also mention it's the H-1B season. It's opening right now. It's already in there. And I know there's a kind of a chilling effect. A lot of companies are not filing that many cases, but at the same time, there's still many cases coming. So you still have maybe some time to file your LCA, because since it's going to fall, the first is falling on the weekend, there will be probably an extension on the time. Probably the first week they will accept it, but I have not seen the announcement yet. Maybe it's there, but be ready to file your H-1B. And of course, premium is moving out, and a lot of people are getting worried about that, especially those who have been terminated and need to move to another job, and that's going to cause a lot of problem, because if it is not filed within the 60 days grace period, you will have issues on moving to another job. So be ready for that. So let me take one caller, Franco. This is Shaprai. You're live on air. Hello? 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 Let me take...
Hi.
I think I'm losing... Hi, how are you?
I'm doing good. I have a quick question for you.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Currently, I'm working in one employer. Say, suppose it is a X. Okay. So, I am currently on a H-1B extension. Okay. And I got a new job, and I have transferred my H-1 to new employer. But my current H-1B visa is expired. So in that case, will I face any issues during my stay or not?
No, because when you file a transfer, it's under the same rule as the extension. Provided you have extension left on your, or you have an I-140 approved after 6 years, then when you file the transfer, they should give you an extension included. So once it's filed, you're pretty much safe as long as it's pending. But you have to have time left on it. So how many years have you used the H-1B?
I have consumed around 4 years, 6 months.
Okay, so you still have 1.5 years. So you should be able to get at least that. And if you have an I-140 approved, you might even get 3 years. So no, you don't have to worry about that part, because in the transfer, they have to request the extension included in there. Okay?
But my current visa is expired. Is that any problem?
What do you mean the visa? The visa and the passport, or the stamp?
Yeah. My current I-797 is expired, but I am under extension with the employer X.
Oh, okay. And now they want to do a transfer, right?
I already applied for H-1B transfer in premium mode with employer Y.
Yeah, that might be a problem. That's different. Okay, and I misunderstood. I'm sorry for that. Because technically, when you have a situation like that and you are in a pending extension, unless the extension is approved with company X, like you call it, then company Y will get they will get a transfer of employment, but they won't get a transfer of status, because you don't have status right now. You have a pending situation. So what they will do, probably they will approve the case with a consular processing. So you might have to leave the country and come back to get the I-94. Unless the company X extension gets approved first, then you will get a normal change of status. So yeah, there is a problem if you already passed the date. They will approve part of the case, but they will deny probably the change of status part. Okay.
Uh,
So you
so, I mean, I will not get I-94.
you might not. Sometimes they do make what we call the bridge. If they know that the extension will be approved, they can create a bridge, then they can give you an I-94. Sometimes it does happen, but in terms of normal times, it doesn't happen. What they will do, they will partially approve the H-1B. They will partially approve the transfer. That means the part where you change employment, but they will tell you to do a consular processing. They won't give you an I-94. Okay? But you
In that
might be
case, what I
lucky
need
that
to do?
then you need to leave the country and come back, or wait. Did you already move to company Y Z? Y, I mean. Did you already move to that company or not yet?
No, not yet.
Okay. Then you can just stick to the other company and wait for the approval of the extension, and then again file an amendment on the transfer and make it become a change of status. So there's some work needs to be done. It's kind of hard to explain in like quick 2 minutes. So, but first do that, or give me a call at the office. We can do a full consultation and I can guide you. But right now, there are three things that might happen. Number one, they might create a bridge for you and grant it, which if you're lucky, sometimes it does happen. Number two, if you're sticking to that employer, you're safe. Just stick to that employer until when the other one gets approved. Then you need to file an amendment of change of status. But the problem is that you won't have premium. You will have to wait for it to be approved. The third option, you will have to leave the country and come back. You will get your I-94 at the airport. Okay. Do you have a stamp on your passport or you don't?
I don't.
Yeah, then you will need to go and get a stamp and come back. Okay?
Yeah. Okay.
Good luck to you. Yeah, let me take another caller. There are a lot of people waiting. This is Sharp Riley. You're live on air.
Hello?
Hi.
Hi. I want to know, like if you petition your relative, like a brother or sister, and they have children underneath, and if one of the children got married to an immigrant of USA, when they fill out an application, do they have to say that somebody did a petition, even though nobody did a direct petition, they are a beneficiary under your blood?
Yeah, they are beneficiary of they are derivative beneficiaries, so you have to mention them, yes.
So is there when the question asks you, did anybody petition you?
You have to put yes and explain that it was a derivative petition.
It was a what kind of a petition?
It's a derivative petition. Derivative. D-E-R-I-V-A-T-I-E-V. I'm sorry. It's kind of a petition by default because the parents was petition, they were included. But if they pass 21, then they don't have anything on them.
Yeah, he's past 21. He's 26 now.
Well, the thing is just like you don't have to really mention it, but the name might appear if there was an I-130 file for their parents and the name is there. So sometimes it's good to put yes and explain. It's better than put no, and then they say, oh, you lied because you had a petition file. Okay?
Okay, thank you. And do you know how long it usually takes for a immigrant petition, like a spouse?
I'm sorry, I didn't get your question.
Okay, when your spouse do the petition and they are not a citizen but they are a green card holder, how long it takes? Usually after...
It takes around 1 year, 1.5 years.
1.5 years. Okay, thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. Let me take another caller. This is Shapra. You're live on air.
Hi, good morning, Shah.
Good morning, sir. How are you?
Thank you for taking my call. Very good, sir.
You're
Very good.
welcome.
I have a question for my wife, and she have a 10-year green card, and then green card expired. We try to renew again, and we're going to immigration office in San Jose, and they give it to us. The put it in the backside, and the old green card put in a sticker for 1 year valid, and the rest one they said you can get in a mail for new renew one. So almost 4 months we don't receive anything. So I going to one time in San Jose immigration office. They said we send it you in an email, but I don't receive anything. Almost 4 months. I don't know what I do. Do I consult to you and get a help from you guys, or I don't know what I do?
It's too early. It's take around 6 months, but we need to know if you filed it properly. Did you file the form I-90 for renewal, or you just went to the office? Okay, then just wait because it's taking.
We already filed everything, and then we get an interview and we surrender the old one, and they put on the stick on the back side, and they said you can accept in the mail. But almost 4 months we don't receive. So do I have to wait?
Well, she had an old green card, the 10 years, right?
Yeah, we have and they put on the sticker until 2018.
Okay, yeah. So what they did, they extended it because it's taking some time to process right now. They are so overwhelmed there. So 6 months is the waiting time. So 4 months you're still good. Don't worry. Wait. If 6 months passes, you don't get anything, then you can give a call to my office. We'll see what we can do for you. Right now, just wait. You're fine. Okay?
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, you're welcome. And the number to our office, 510-742-5887. The website to check, attorneyonair.com. Let me take another caller. This is Chaparral. You're live on air.
Hello.
Hello, hi.
Hi, thanks for taking my call. Thanks for the show. So I had a question about I'm actually a green card holder. I'm eligible to apply for citizenship. So I can just do it by myself, right? I can just download the form and send in by mail. Do I need to go to an attorney? Or?
No, you don't have to. There's no need for an attorney for citizenship. But some people right now, because of a little bit the fear of what's going on, or if they have some kind of issues like criminal background, you have some, for example, maybe DUI or some shoplifting or some kind of arrest, then it's important to go to an attorney. Also, if you traveled a lot outside the country, then I recommend that you talk to an attorney before you file, because what happens if you make a mistake on this, it might result in deportation if you stayed too long outside. So it's not necessary, but you can file on your own. But it's good to have a lawyer if in case you have some issues.
No, I have some traffic tickets and all that. I've cleared that, but
traffic tickets is not a problem.
Yeah,
traffic tickets are not a big problem.
Yeah. I mean, I'm planning to travel a bit next 6 months or so. You think that will be a problem when I'm apply for citizenship, or?
No, it's not a problem, but just make sure that if you apply and then you travel, make sure that you don't leave for too long. If you get your citizenship, then no problem, you can travel. But if in 6 months you're going to travel, then if you apply now, you should, if you're lucky, you might get the citizenship before you travel. So go ahead and just do that, and you should be fine. And if you're traveling, then it's good to have someone here who basically are picking all the correspondence, and then it's good to have a lawyer on the case. So if you need help, just give us a call. We'll handle it for you.
So basically, you're saying if I don't have a criminal thing, I can apply by myself. I don't need an attorney.
Yeah, you don't. Even you have a criminal thing, then because the good thing is that the lawyer can assess if you are deportable or removable. Then before you file, you don't want to do that. But if you don't have any of those, you don't need a lawyer. But if you have any problem and you feel better, a lawyer handles it. Just give us a call. We'll help you. Okay?
Okay, thank you very much.
Good luck to you. The number 510-742-5887, and the number to the studio today 408-912-5565. I think we have a bunch of callers waiting. Let me take another caller. This is Chaparral. You're live on air.
Actually, this is Alok. First of all, thank you for hosting the show.
Thank you, sir.
Regarding the premium processing and the change of job. Suppose if I'm moving from employer 1 to employer 2, and now that the premium processing is coming to halt since April 3rd, I just wanted to know at what stage can we move to employer 2? Employer 2 starts the H-1B process, but when can we change? Earlier, since it was premium processing, it was fast and you could change. But now, at what stage can we actually change?
That's a good question. I was going to cover the topic today. Okay, let me answer that. Okay, if you are doing a transfer and the transfer is being done timely means it's filed before the previous H-1B is cancelled or within the 60 days of the grace period, then as soon as you filed it, technically you are allowed to start working for company B. Let's call it company A and company B. You can start working for company B under AC-21, American 21st Century Act. Now, the problem is if the transfer is not filed timely. That means you passed the grace period or you were terminated or some kind of problems on your H-1B, then you cannot really work. Although some people try their luck and they do work, but it doesn't work this way. But as soon as you file it, most lawyers will say, okay, get a receipt, then you start working. But the receipt is not really necessary if you look at the law, but the receipt becomes proof it was accepted. So as soon as you get the receipt, it is safe to start working for company B.
And how long does it take to get the receipt once they file it?
Well, it takes like 2 weeks. But like I said, by law, you don't really have to wait for the receipt. But I would recommend waiting for the receipt at least, because you don't want to shift especially if you're already working, you're not being terminated or anything, then wait for the receipt, then you move to company B. Okay? And it takes 2 weeks to 3 weeks, sometimes 1 month.
From the time you receive the receipt until it gets approved, what is the time if it's not a premium processing?
Well, right now, non-premium is taking around almost 8 months minimum. But I think it will calm down. It will be around 4 months soon, because if they remove premium processing, what premium processing was doing, it was taking the resources out to bring them to premium processing. But if the premium processing is removed, then there's a chance that this problem will not be there. So within 4 months, 5 months, we might be lucky and get the approval. Okay?
Can we travel between
no.
getting the receipt until the approval? Can we travel outside the U.S.?
No. Unless you are still with company A, I don't recommend, because the problem is that if you travel without an approval and it's pending, and company A has canceled your H-1B, then you don't have nothing to hold on to. They might not let you in at the airport. They probably will not let you in, even you have a visa stamp on your passport. So
you can travel as long as you're in with company A, but you should not travel when you are in company B.
Yes. Let's say you file your case, you move to B immediately as soon as you file. Then I don't recommend you traveling, because if you travel, you will be in a pending situation. They don't have nothing to hold you on to, because this hold that they give you here is what we call a period of stay authorized by the Attorney General. Once you leave, this is no longer valid. So don't travel. It's a very good question you're asking. Don't travel if you move to company B. But if you're still with company A, you have not decided to move, then you can always move travel on company's A's approval. Okay? Notice. Okay?
But once you go to, suppose if your case is approved and you have gone to company B, but your visa is still under company A, if you go outside US and come back, you don't need a visa for the new employer, right? You can still travel back using the I-7Ns of the new employer, but still having a visa from the old one.
Yeah, you don't need a new stamping. That's what you mean. The stamping is good unless they revoke it for some reason, but you can use the same stamp with an approval 797 and come back in. Yes.
Do you recommend people to travel in sometime around May, because we keep hearing the rumors that people are getting stuck in airport or interrogated a lot at the airport? If you're going,
honestly, we're recommending to everybody not to travel unless it's necessary. That doesn't come from me. That is coming from most lawyers, and even the American Immigration Lawyers Association is advising people caution when they're traveling. But people are traveling. 90%, I'll say, of people are coming back without any problem. But many people are going in secondary inspection at the airport, and it's kind of sometimes very embarrassing and very inconvenient if you have to go through this all the time. But at the same time, people have to travel. They don't have a choice. But we are advising people, unless it's necessary. For example, you need a stamping, or for example, you have someone sick, or you're sick, or something like that, then yeah, go for it. But just for vacation, we are not recommending right now. Okay?
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Let me take another caller. This is Sharp Rai. You're live on air.
Oh, you're sick or something like that, right?
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Yes, sir. Yes, this is Shah. You're live on air.
Hello, Mr. Shah. Good morning. I have a question relating to green card and U.S. citizenship. My green card is up for renewal. I have about 4 more months before it expires. So my question is, currently, which one would be faster? Either should I apply for a green card or should I just go and apply for U.S. citizenship? I want to take the faster route because I travel on business quite often, and also there might be a need for me to go to India for personal trips.
Well, you can do both if that's the case. There's no faster route. The only thing is that if you file for the renewal, even the renewal is not here, you can go to the USCIS, just like the previous caller said. You can go there, they will put a stamp on your passport and let you travel. But if you just file citizenship, you won't be able to travel on that. What I will recommend, if you qualify for citizenship, of course, file your citizenship, but also before your green card expires, also file for your green card. And whichever comes first, you take it. But at least the green card will be your backup, and the citizenship will come soon. So you can actually file both.
I see.
In your case.
But currently, like I was trying to check the processing times online. I couldn't get a good estimate for especially the green card, like the I-90 processing time.
Yeah.
Can you give me an estimate how much time?
Yeah. Where are you located?
I'm in Santa Clara. I'm in California.
California. Yeah. It's going to take. It's taking around 6 to 8 months for California.
For the green card?
Because they're all yes. And same for citizenship too. Some citizenship are coming faster, but the problem is that within 4 months you're not going to get anything unless you're very lucky. So if you didn't have to travel, I say go only for the citizenship. Don't waste the money with the green card. But in your case, because you have to travel, I recommend that you file the green card or file the citizenship, and in 3 months file for the extension of the green card.
I see. Okay.
Or you can file both at the same time right now. Okay? All right?
I see. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Shah.
Good luck to you. Good luck to you. Let me take another caller. This is Chaparral. You're live in air.
Hey, Shah. Thanks for taking my call.
You're welcome.
So I have a quick question.
Hello.
My question
you have to turn the radio in the background, please.
My question is I'm eligible to apply for my citizenship. I've been out of country last month for 4 weeks. So, but while filing the citizenship form, I see a question like we should have been in the county or the state for the last 3 months continuously. So, does it mean I have to wait for the next 3 months before I can apply for my citizenship?
Not really. If you were just traveling for vacation, that means your house is still in the county. So you should be okay, because by the time they call you for the interview, that 90 days will also be completed. So unless you kind of don't have a house here or a place to stay here, you're just traveling back and forth, this rule is not that strict when it comes to that, because that rule is mostly for people who are moving from one place to another because of jurisdiction issue. But if your house is here, let's say in San Jose or something, you can always apply. Just traveling for vacation doesn't count.
Okay. In that case, what should be the answer I should put in the form? Should it be a tick mark, yes or no?
What do you mean, the 90 days? You are in the you've been here in 90 days, so that's not a problem.
Okay, that sounds good. Yeah, thanks,
okay.
Shah. Thanks.
Good luck to you.
Thank you.
So let me take another caller. Bye-bye. This is Shaprai. You're live in air.
Hello, Mr. Shah. My name is Raj, and I have a question. So I have a green card, and I've applied for my U.S. citizenship recently, but my Indian passport expired. I'm not traveling, but I had a question. I wanted to sponsor a visa for my parents. Would that be a problem?
How will you sponsor for your parents? You're not a citizen yet.
No, just a visitor visa.
Oh, visitor visa? No, it has nothing to do with that, because you're not really sponsoring a visitor visa. All you're giving is what we call an affidavit of support to show that you're supporting them when they are here. So it doesn't matter your passport is expired at the Indian embassy. I mean, for India, it doesn't affect your case. Okay?
Okay, all right. Thank you so much.
Okay, good luck to you. Let me take another caller. This is Shaprai. You are live in air.
Hi, Shah. This is Nikesh. Thanks for taking my call. Yeah. So I have one question. My I-140 is approved with company A. Then I moved to company B, and they did not file my GC process. So my question is, if I get an offer from company C, can I join on the approved petition of company A or not?
Yes. Yes. You can use that to get your extension and transfer to company C. The rule just requires that you have one I-140 somewhere approved and not cancelled or withdrawn. So as long as company A is holding the I-140, you can move to C, D, E, F, G. Doesn't matter. Okay.
Okay. Thank you. Yeah. Thanks a lot.
Good luck to you. Let me take another caller. This is Sharp Rally. You're live on air.
Hi, sir. Good morning. Thanks for taking my call.
You're welcome, sir.
So I have a general question. In case of say, for example, my H1 is expiring in September, and I also have a visa till September. So usually the extension will start 6 months before, right? So currently, because there is no premium, if we apply for an extension, and if you take, say, for example, if you take like 8 months, so if I travel, is it okay to travel, or it is not allowed to travel at all legally?
You can travel, but they might not let you back in, because usually when you travel, when you come back, they like to see 6 months of approved 797. However, sometimes they allow you in, but it's kind of risky to travel. Okay. Until the new one gets extended and approved, I don't
say that we have applied for an extension.
Okay. So you cannot travel on the extension, because extension is not an approval. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Good luck to you. So let me take another caller. This is Shapra. You're live on air.
Hi, Shah. I have a question regarding H1B premium processing. So my current H1B is expiring in mid of July, and my company is ready to apply my H1 extension, and they are not willing to apply in premium processing. So they are asking like to pay for premium processing from my pay stub if I'm willing to apply for premium processing. Is that legal? Like an employee pay for premium processing fee?
Yeah, for premium, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, they are.
Do you recommend applying in premium processing, or since my existing H1 is valid until July mid, so I have 3.5 months more. So do you recommend premium processing or not regular?
You're talking about the extension, right?
Correct.
Okay. It's not necessary, but right now with all the things going on, it's good to do premium. But at the same time, the premium is going to create a lot of havoc too. So it's not necessary. The only problem is you have to travel. Once you put 3 months left, let's say after July you want to travel and your case is pending, you won't be able to travel. So if you're planning to travel with the next 6 months, I recommend that you do premium. Okay?
Okay. Thank you.
Good luck to you. Let me take another caller. This is Sharp Rally. You're live in air.
Thanks for taking my call. My question
You're
is
welcome, sir.
I'm on H1B visa, and I'm planning to apply a visitor's visa for my parents. So I have a doubt whether I have to fill I-34 or not.
I didn't get your question. You want to know if you have to file the I-134?
Yeah. For visitor's visa, do I need to fill that form and send it to them when they're going for interview?
It all depends. If they have their own money, then no. But if they don't have their own money, then yes.
Okay. Thanks. That answers my question. Thank you.
Okay. Good. Okay, let me take another caller. This is Sharp Rai. You're live in air.
Hi, Sharp. Thank you for taking my call.
You're welcome, sir.
I have a question regarding my mother-in-law's business visa. Her business visa is going to expire in the September 2017. I'm planning to invite her during May. So, but my question is, when does I-94 is given based on the visa expiration, or is it just default 6 months?
It's usually default 6 months, because the visa which is on your passport, even it's good for 1 day, when you enter they will give you either 3 months or 6 months. So it's not based on that. It's based on what they decide. The only thing you need is a valid visa to come to the airport. What the visa and the passport does is just let you board the plane, come to the airport. Here they give you usually 3 months or 6 months. So it's not just because you have 1 week, for example, left on the stamp of the visa that they will give you only 1 week. They give you minimum 3 months or 6 months, okay? Sometimes 1 month, but most of the time 3 or 6 months, okay?
Oh, okay. So that means I don't need to apply the visa, right? So they can come and get 3 months or 6 months, right?
Yes. You don't have to apply for a new visa for them to come. No.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Good luck to you. I think we don't have more callers now, Franco. So I will be talking a little bit about some other subjects, but before I change the subject, I wanted to mention to everybody we have a lot of things going on immigration, a lot of rumors, a lot of misconceptions, and a lot of panic and a lot of fear, especially now premium is gone. People also are fearing on the H4 EAD. So far, we have not heard H4 EAD going away, so still hanging on there. So we are telling people if they want to file, it's a good time to file it now, because what we are expecting, if they take it out, people who already gotten it might not will not lose it probably. I might be wrong, but I'm just saying that. Again, everything I'm telling you today is for educational purposes only. You should not act or refrain to act solely on the information provided. You should contact an attorney if you have any questions. Let me take the callers. Avanko. This is Chaparral. You're live in here.
Hi, Shah. Good morning. How are you?
Morning. Good morning. I'm doing well. How about yourself?
I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. I just have a very quick question. So I'm on my EAD and I have my master's degree from the United States in biology. I also have a couple of publications. So if I file my H1 and my GC, can I go under like E1 category? Can I file it under E1 category with the publication
EB1, you mean?
Research progress?
You mean EB1? Okay, so it's very hard to answer for EB1. I have to kind of look at your resume, and then I can tell you, because sometimes it's you have it, you don't even know. Sometimes you think you have it, but you don't have it. So usually you have not only to have publications, you have to have at least 3 things out of 10, and it's a long list. But if you want, give me a call at the office and send us a copy of your resume, and we can do an assessment for you and see if you have a case. And yes, to answer your question, you don't even have to move to H1B to file for EB1, by the way. You can file it straight. You are an OPT EAD right now, right? On what EAD are you in?
No, H4 EAD.
Oh, so your
My
H4
OPT EAD expired.
Yeah, so you don't even have to move on H1. You can try the B1 while you're on H4, okay? Because H4 is a dual intent visa like H1. So look at your EAD directly, your EB1 directly, because if this works, all your headache is finished. You go straight to the green card. Okay?
Okay, perfect.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
Give me a call at the office. I can do an assessment for you, and if you want us to handle it, we'll handle it for you. The number is 510-742-5887, and I wanted to congratulate the team. We've been getting a bunch of EB1 approved lately. Some of them amazingly in 6 days, some 10 days, and awesome work. Even at a time when we are really under pressure with H1B, we're still getting those EB1 done. So if you need help, anybody who wants to do EB1, take your chance. Give us a call, 510-742-5887. Let me take another caller. This is Chaparral. You're live in here.
Hi, Shah. My name is Kumar.
Hi, Kumar.
And my question is related to visitor visa. So, around 6 months back, my mother went for a visitor visa and it was denied under 214B. My mother went alone, and actually he went with my in-laws. My in-laws got the visa. My mother denied under 214B, and I'm planning to send my mother again. But this time my father will also go with her. So is there anything I need to do in additional since her she got 214B before?
Well, no, because that's what 214B does. 214B is just a denial based on immigrant intent. So you can apply as many times as you want, as long as they deny you only on this 214B, not on other section of the law. So the only thing she will have to show are ties to India. She's from India, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you have to show ties to India, like your father is there, she has business there, she has property there, and things like that. But unfortunately, when it comes to visitor visa, no matter what you do, it depends on your luck. I have a client who, after 6 times, she got it. So it's not like you give up. You can keep applying. She can apply right now again, and then this time just make sure that you bring as much proof as possible that she's going to return. Okay, and then usually sometimes people make the mistake. They take a ticket for like 4 months, and that becomes a problem because nobody goes on vacation for 4 months. Usually, ticket most people come for 6 weeks, 7 weeks. Then they know that this person is not intending to stay. But then when she comes here, if she wants to stay longer, that's up to her. But don't make sure that there's small things. I have a very good video on visitor visa on my YouTube channel, YouTube/Sharp Law, or just type B1 B2 visa Sharp Rally. It will appear. You will get some guidance on the tips. Okay. Okay.
So you're advising to have ticket books like while going for an visa interview?
Well, at least the itinerary, yes.
And as I said, my in-laws also went for an interview, and they are right now in US. So should I wait for them to go to India and then apply for my do they do any kind of tracking? Okay, there are already.
Well, they might, but not always. It's not usually not dependent, but no, you can apply now. It's fine. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Good luck to you. So I don't think I can take more callers now, and I think I have Amit also. Amit, I'll take you in 2 minutes. So,
sure.
But before that, hi Amit. So let me just finish talking a little bit now, closing kind of a little bit on debt settlement because I didn't have a chance to talk about that. Debt settlement is something that we are helping a lot of people with right now also, where people have huge debts on credit cards, second mortgages, or other debts, and we're negotiating these debts and moving to get them out of those debts so that they can move forward in their life, especially if they want to start over and they don't want to file bankruptcy. We can help them. So you can check the website yourdebtsettlementattorney.com, yourdebtsettlementattorney.com, and call our office at 510-742-5887. What we do is credit cards, like for example you owe $100,000, we can negotiate and bring it maybe to $10,000-$20,000. And you can do the same on second mortgages and also on some other areas. But we have to do an assessment before we take case, so give us a call, 510-742-5887. Now, just before I close, we had a lot of callers today, and I wanted to thank you all for calling and listening to the show. I try my best to podcast those shows on YouTube and sometimes on podcast channels. I've not been really regular on the podcast, but on the YouTube, I always upload the shows. So check out and subscribe to this youtube.com/Sharp and you will get every week I update it with the news and put it there. And if anybody missed the show, they can go back there and check it. So for the day, I just wanted to tell people who are traveling, be very careful, and people who are also have issues with their paperwork, just watch out, be careful, because right now they are really cracking down. ICE is really becoming strong. CBP is blocking people, etc. So I recommend making sure that you have everything covered. And we will be back next Thursday from 10 to 11. And again, thank you very much for listening. And Amit, are you there?